weightlifting today. Over the last few weeks we've been building up to a heavy clean and a heavy snatch. So after hitting the heavy cleans today, we'll then be dropping the weight down and hitting some support and accessory stuff. A little bit of gymnastics pushing and then some push press to finish off with. Yeah.
I like a Talisman and I'm here to give you a tip today about weightlifting because Charlie told me I have to.
Same thing you did the other day.
Alright, cool. So we're just going to talk you quickly through the setup for the clean. So rule number one is you use hip grip because you will not be able to lift heavy without it, because when it gets heavy it will make contact with your hips and you're more likely to drop the bar than hold onto it. It's a much stronger grip. So Madeline, if you'd like to show us. Wow! Madeline! Very formal. How to put grip. So it's thumb under, 2 fingers over the top. Okay, so from here we're looking for Maddie's shoulders to be over the bar. Her feet are under her hips and she's opening up her knees to externally rotate. Her hand position is outside her knees so that the hands don't get in the way of the knees when she starts to clean the bar. Okay, so she's got a nice flat back, eyes facing forwards, and then from there she can push through the ground with her legs and then fully extend to clean the bar.
And catch that later.
Sometimes that's all you need though, it's a bit of energy, isn't it? Why? Last week we were lifting this way.
It's okay,
Promise.
it's okay.
I promise, last week we were lifting this
Where
way.
are you in your menstrual?
No chance. It's up there. But we're squat cleaning.
You don't have to do squat clean.
You don't have to.
What?
No, man. It says heavy clean. You can power, you can squat.
It can be power or squat.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, give me 2 minutes.
Hello, Jade.
We move.
We move.
Yeah, so gone for that 1 rep, weren't happening today. Well, PB weren't happening today, but that's the norm, especially in weightlifting. We're now going to move on to 2 front squats and 2 split jerks at around 75, 80%, just to get a little bit more time underneath that bar, try and get used to that heavier weight above the head. Always prep for the open at this time of year.
Okay, so Maddie's going to clean the bar for us now, just so that we can quickly go through the split jerk with you. So from the receiving position, we're going to be in the front rack position, holding the bar. We're going to take a full grip onto the bar, so that the elbows come down slightly. Maddie's feet are underneath her hips. From here, she's going to dip and drive, so her knees are going to go out, shallow dip. And then from there, we're looking for the front knee to be over the ankle, so it's not too far forwards. She's got a slight bend in her back knee and the bar is directly over the centre of her body. Okay, so for the footwork, we always bring the front foot in first and then the back foot meets the front foot. We do this so that the centre of mass stays the same, rather than if you were to bring your back foot in, then your centre of mass moves forwards and you're more likely to lose that bar overhead when it's heavy.
Nice. So next thing we're going to be doing is accessory work, or it's just a little bit of gymnastics, pushing strength. We're going to change up the angle. Normally we do ring dips, keep the elbows in nice and tight and then turn out. But we're going to try something different today, and that's Bulgarian ring dip. So it means that you're going to try to create a 90-degree angle from the shoulder to the elbow and the elbow to the wrist, and then push up into that ring support position. This is a stepping stone for things that are a little bit more advanced, like iron crosses, which Luke is a complete master at. He'll show you a bit.
Next week. I'll show you that next week.
If you want to do a Bulgarian ring dip, but you can't get a ring muscle up, don't worry. Just bring yourself into here, all right, in that ring support position. Start off at the bottom part of what you would do. Come up onto your toes into that hollow position, and then press off the ground into ring support. Come down nice and slow. Toes on the floor, hollow position. Come all the way down, bend the knees in front. Come up into that ring support position again. All right, so if you did 8 to 12 reps like that, or maybe even bring it down to 5 reps and go 5 seconds eccentric phase, then you're going to build up the strength to be able to do it with your feet completely off the ground through the whole movement. That's it. Elbows up. That's it. Can you press, can you press, can you press? Press, press, press. So that's why we do it. So you can press with the shoulder going into a different angle. So for example, when you was on the rings the other day, as soon as you fell out of the extension and went into internal rotation, that's when you fell through the rings. So if you can build up that strength, there's likeliness of that happening is lower and lower. So if the rings are too much and you're losing your balance and you haven't quite got the strength, we always try to regress and take it down. We go onto a static piece of apparatus. So in this case, it's just 2 boxes at 30 inches. Still on a hollow position, so you're on your toes, knees away from you, eyes on the horizon, turn the elbows out into internal rotation of the shoulder, all the way down, push up. Okay, now if you're taller than 5'6", which is quite likely, then you're probably going to need 4 boxes, 2 next to each other, so that you can be a little bit higher and push into that hollow. Press up on the floor you can do, take your hands a lot wider, and you're working that same angle as what you would do in the ring. Instead of being here nice and tight, the elbows in here, we'll just go out, fingertips facing forward. Again, still in a hollow position, out, and up. There you go.
We're doing push presses. It's a cluster set, which means it's a set of reps that's just broken up with a short rest in between. So we've got 2 reps, 15-second rest, 2 reps, 15-second rest, 1 rep. And it's just a good way to kind of get some volume in at heavier weight.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got some great takeaways from that video. There was a lot in there. If you've got any questions at all, then just message us. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Until next time.
No, I won't.
There's no exercise on the planet that helps you, that will make you lose weight if you eat more than you burn.
Except for this one.
Stop it. Get some help.
La 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 la.
No.
Tip of the tongue at the top of the teeth. The tip of the tongue at the top of the teeth. The tip of the tongue at the top of the teeth.